this one Zergling, it is pretty wounded. Another Zergling has been pretty thoroughly stunned. It's looking up for you guys, though you do look a little more worse for the wear. It will be Kennedy's turn.
I'm gonna ask you to check this heavy weapon stat real quick. See if it's correct I written down my weapons.
Yeah, looks all right to me. Although I don't think a non-modified D20 has a very good chance of hitting a Zergling.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
God damn Zergling.
Yeah. So you're gonna.
I know. I'm opening it up, taking the bullets out. I haven't. I'm not shutting it yet.
Yeah, you're gonna open it up, put the bullets in, and move.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And I'm not done yet. I'm gonna go up on the porch where the guy who owns the junkyard is at and start slamming on his door. And I'll be like, what does this guy care about besides money?
That's a very good question. In the long time you've known Stocko, you know he kind of just cares about, like, getting paid.
I'm gonna yell, I was like, Stocko! The Zerglings are about to ruin your whole junk field. Keep yelling at, saying that the pretty much essentially somehow destroyed his whole business plan.
Yeah, you do not get a response.
That son of a bitch.
I mean, his entire business plan is scamming people out of their money.
Yeah,
I don't care about cash.
Well, yeah, it's his business model. Before, I'm pretty sure my turn's already up, but can you describe what the door looks like?
I mean, it looks like a door. It's a pretty simple wooden door. It has a lock.
The wooden door?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I said this thing
I'm getting in there.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Okay.
If he comes out here to read 6 of us.
Do you want to sacrifice your standard action to, like, get another minor action to pop the shotgun up? Like, I would say,
sure.
Like, knocking on the door or whatever kind of is a minor action, but, like, it doesn't do anything. So...
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
I guess I'll use that as to finish my reload.
Yeah.
I don't get this door open, so he has to fight Zerglings too. I mean, I'm leaving Marsara. I don't care what bridges I burn.
That's fair. So you're just done.
Sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Marsara is not. We're ready.
So yeah, that'll be your turn, and we'll move on to Joby.
Alright, can I see that Zergling now that he's not stunned? And technically climbed out of the stuff?
He's still stunned, but I was gonna make him unstunned with his next action, and consume that. Like, I was basically gonna be like, it consumes 2 actions, but since he's still kind of climbing out of the thing, I'd say, yeah, sure, you can aim at him. He's, like, climbing out, but it's just kind of like his head and maybe his front torso is poking out.
Alright, I'm gonna aim. And, you'll never guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot.
You won't guess what local Marsaran Terran does next. That hits.
How have I hit every shot?
What is your instinct? Your instinct is 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do a good chunk of damage to him. That Zergling, you fire off a shot, it takes a bunch of damage. It goes, like, through one side of its neck and out the other, and it kind of roars a little bit and continues scrabbling out of the scrap. Kind of cartwheels itself, like face first, does a cartwheel out onto the ground here before it stabilizes itself shakily on its feet, and it is now glancing between Kennedy and Joby as if it's trying to as if it's like at a buffet and it's trying to figure out what it wants to eat next.
Hey, pick me. Just go rubbing for me.
We're then gonna move on to Lecher.
Yeah, let's kill the half dead one, then leave the other one. We can handle the other one later.
Because the Zergling is within melee of Trichus, it's kind of like sizing him up and moving around. Trichus is kind of trying to evade attacks and you know, duck and weave and stuff. So firing into that situation gives you a -5 penalty. You know, I'm gonna say because I know for a fact we didn't do this last session when the Zergling was in melee with Joby. I'm just gonna say, take a note of that, tuck it away. It'll be for next combat.
Gosh, I think I should be good to not shoot the ghost. Oh, no.
No. Until the attacker runs out of adjacent. Oh, actually, you would roll an attack against the ghost as well.
Yeah.
If it misses the Zergling.
Yeah, so we think like literally you shoot at it to secure the life of the asset, but
I like to imagine Trichus is like, let's please focus on the half-dead one, and Lechel just kind of, you seem to have that covered, and shoots the other one.
it's what that's not bad. But it's more of like there's this like brawl going on between the two of them. Lechel like wants to shoot at this one, take care of it, but he's not about to risk hurt, like causing any harm to the asset.
Right.
He like, there's like a few seconds delay before he turns the gun and fires at the other one. And I'm not even gonna make the aim.
Make
action,
the aim.
because-
It's a minor action. Go ahead. Are you planning to move?
No.
Then sacrifice your move for another minor action and double up your aim.
The music kind of gets
Okay,
funky
yeah,
though.
okay. We'll do that.
I told you. No, hell yeah. I was like, you know what? They're doing good against the Zerglings. I'm gonna give them some funky Terra music, so it doesn't sound like they're being overrun.
That takes me up to 5 miss ball, right?
Plus your miscellaneous mod. Yes, because you have accuracy +1. Yes, it should be 5. Well, you turn, you fire off, and the bullet goes through the it goes through the sign that's at the front of the junkyard. And now the sign that says Stocko Scrapyard, there's now a bullet hole through the O in Stocko.
Why do RPGs hate me?
Because you rolled well in the first couple of sessions, so now it's gonna be on Zergling NPC with the 19. Trichus, how much health did you have again?
Well, I'm probably about to die. It's not looking good.
How long, Tricus? We barely knew thee. Literally.
What is
Jesus.
your defense?
I told you it's garbage. It's 11. Everything is gonna eat my face off.
And how much HP do you have left? I need to know this before I make the final. Okay, you have 23 HP left.
And thankfully I can get like.
Abraham goes back to his organization and is like, "Oh, did you secure the target?" It's like, "Yes."
Yeah, so it's gonna try to swing those claws at you one more time, my man. See if it pierces your body with its living man.
Oh no, we get to add to that spooky music now.
Oh my god. It rolled a 2. It only has an 8.
Okay, it's 11.
Never mind, we gotta jump right back into that. Hell yeah.
I don't like this. This is
Trichus.
high stress.
Trichus, it's your turn.
We almost died. Okay, just
Hold
one
on,
cannon.
let's get the correct flavor here. Is it looks like it's rearing up, and the claws like, angle above you, and then they just come down in a straight fashion, and you just barely sidestep out of the way as they fucking like pierce into the rubble beneath you, and like they slice through it, and the Zergling is very angry.
It's dead, so I don't have to worry about it.
I'm also,
Okay.
just in case this matters, it's gonna shift one over here, in case you don't kill it this turn. But go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to ask a question. Can I forgo my move and just scope and aim both?
Yes.
If this does not hit, there is something rigged.
There's you're gonna have to throw the whole character away.
Just added it +3 to the roll, so.
Yep.
Done.
Oh my god.
No, don't tell me I didn't hit.
Barely.
I need to check the rules very quickly.
Look at this.
Oh, Tricus, you lucky son of a bitch. Compare the attack roll to the target's defense. If the attack equals or surpasses defense, it hits. It equals dead on, so that is 31 damage. Or no, you added in the +4 already, so 27 damage. So yeah, the Zergling's going to die here. Do you want to explain what happens? I'm gonna let you. Would you like to do the honors, or?
Yeah, as the claws pull down and pierce the metal underneath him, he's gonna shift, fling the weapon onto the side, and just look it straight into between the eyes and shoot.
We're just gonna move on over to Kennedy.
I like yell at it, try to get its attention before I want to look it in the eyes when I kill it, or whatever it has.
Sure. What do you yell at it?
I kind of like yell at it, like, hey, that's something in my head, but I forgot it, and then point up and just fire. Just combat dialogue is really hard.
It's very hard to be seen. There he goes, boys. It'll be 8 times 4, which is 32, right? So you fire off this shotgun, and like almost all the buckshot or whatever it is in this thing buries itself into like the Zergling's like head, and so now it has like literally like half a face. Like still alive, but it's fucked up. It is still alive, but it is gonna take one of those crippling wounds. So let's see just where exactly the pellets, like the buckshot, landed. 7 seems pretty high. Critical wound, and it takes an extra 10 damage. The Zergling will suffer a -1 to all defense and attack. Like it has a -1 defense and a -1 to its attack rolls, and any skill checks. So that's really good. And with that, it is Joby's turn.
Forgo my movement. Reload. Prep. And fire.
Sounds good. Fuck him up. Okay.
Ooh, it's not the one time I miss. I was just saying, it's the one time I missed.
Natural 20. Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
So how do you want this thing to die?
After I reload it, I'm just going to like slowly walk forward and just fan the hammer into its dead body, shooting it until it, I see it stop twitching.
Sounds good. There you go. You have killed all the Zerglings. Combat is over. Everyone, you will get 50 experience for these deaths here today. In this moment. So if you would like to add the 50 experience to your character sheet.
So, do y'all want to go and help the other guys out with those other Zerglings or Zerg?
I
No.
will say that as you guys have been killing the Zerg, the distant sounds has also started to similarly die down.
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, Trackers want to do something. He wanted to see if he can grab one of the clothes of the Zerg, the one that is growing from their body, and use it, like, see if it would do as a nice knife, long dagger.
Yeah. As far as pulling stuff out of the body to check, like to grab, I mean, I don't know if that necessarily would need to be like a roll. Or, I don't, maybe it can be a roll. Is there anything that looks like it's kind of like a scavenge or a... You know, I'd say that
Definitely.
trying to fashion a knife out of a... Or you know what, here, how about this? If you want to cut the limb off, go ahead and do that. If at any point you want to fashion into a usable knife, I'll just say, like, you can roll survival for that, and you can just do that sort of at any time within a given period of time. Like, whenever you have, like, free time, if you're like, hey, can I try to make that knife now? I'd be like, yeah, sure, roll survival. And you can just do
okay,
that
then.
do that until it works, basically.
Okay, I'm just gonna put like what are they? Chandral or Cloud? What the fuck is the name?
Mandibles?
You can wait. So, are you getting the hind claws, or are you trying to cut out one of its, like, the things, like the tusks or the things from its face?
No, the one growing from their body.
Yeah.
The two growing edible.
It is technically called a scything claw.
Oh, so it's just a claw.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Is it
gonna
really a
put
shoulder
it-
blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, a drum kit. Pun didn't land.
No, yeah.
Shoulder blade.
The shoulder blade. Okay, so like I said, as you deal with your own little minor Zerg infestation, the rest of town, you can hear the gunfire sort of lower and die out a little bit. And, it's not replaced by things being destroyed and overrun, so you can kind of infer that, okay, they fought them back, like, you know, the Zerg haven't overrun the entire town now, and you're probably good. Trichus, you kind of can scan the horizon again, and the Overlord that was just rounding the KMC compound is sort of sustaining heavy wounds from the turrets on the corners of the compound, and is sort of beginning, like, its height in the sky, it's sort of slowly descending, kind of wounded and in pain, like basically also dead / dying. So everything seems to be calming down a little bit. What is kind of going through everybody's minds right now?
I'm picking up the Zergs and throwing them in my little device, aka a shopping cart, to bring it back to the doctor.
Okay.
Luncheon is Luncheon is like watching that go down for a while. Then he notices, I think, Trichus' like procurement of that claw, and he's going on a frown to himself. You're going to be keeping that.
Yeah.
I will advise against it. The tissue can be highly infectious.
Also, remember, Kennedy, Doc said he didn't want no more Zerg. He said he's had enough of them. He wants something like that big floating thing.
What are we supposed to do with all of these? And kind of look at this mound of flesh of Zerglings.
Give them to Stocko. He could probably sell them to some wizard.
Well, I guess we could say it's some kind of weird dog.
Okay. And I don't think it does matter. What does matter right now is we are all mostly still heavily bleeding, and most of us have puncture wounds, so we should really patch those up.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, you guys. How many of you did take any crippling wounds?
Take any damage.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
the
man,
only one.
I didn't take any wounds, but
You're pretty beat up.
yeah, it's like 23. It's almost half of my health, so imagine having a giant claw gash.
Yeah.
I think only our trained agent was the one to take any wounds.
Our trained acquisitions agent. Let me. Or if you guys want to continue doing the RP, I'll look up the rules for healing, and we can worry about that. Like I said, we only have about 10 more minutes, so if you want to just assume that that conversation of getting patched up and whatnot takes place, and we can cover that at the start of next session. Of like what exactly you guys do to fix that.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
I want to go up to Abraham and kind of like tell him like, so what's our plan? Your ship doesn't really, want to fly anymore. So how you gonna get us off Marsar? You promised we'd do that.
Yeah, well, Abraham, we need to actually get the hell out of Marsara before it gets worse. If I and Zerglin Overlord just try to overrun the Combine, let's not be around Marsara for too long.
Abraham nods, though his eyes are still on the siding wall. I have made connections with some associates of mine. They'll be getting us off planet as soon as they can. For the time being, we need to make do. I'm right? I'm not misremembering that?
I would say you're okay. So the specific conversation we had was Carter, the Emojin adjutant, basically being like, "Shit, dude, figure something out." Essentially, just telling you like, figure something out to get out of there, and that you can't use your regular ship because it's been tagged. If you want, I was thinking about, okay, I was like, because I was thinking through the plot structure, I was like, okay, this doesn't really, like, it doesn't lend itself, it's like, okay, that doesn't really lend itself to setting up, like, a storyline or a plot or, like, a goal or anything, so if you want to, if we want to, like, rewind a little bit and say that they were like, hey, we're gonna figure out a plan for you, we can say that.
Or we could fix Joby's ship.
Or you can fix. There's actually are quite a few options. Or okay, here we go. Let's say that they told you to figure it out, but let's addendum in a little bit of that conversation that you are to contact them again if emergency measures are required. Basically, solves our continuity issue, and there we go.
Yeah, and
You have options.
yeah, no. And that he most surely is going to have to do what his bosses told him to do. So yeah, what Lechin ends up saying is, I got into contact with some of my associates. They have been less forthcoming in a direct means, but I am looking at the available options on how to get off this planet.
Um, well, not to reiterate, we are also broke.
Let you know, I am looking at the available option.
Well, let's just find a hole and hole up till whatever storm is about to wreck Marsara to wreck it while we are not here. Because I don't like a Zerg overload just showing up out of nowhere.
I believe it is best for us to get off of planet rather than attempt to hide on it. Zerg,
I mean, you said it's a couple of days before any of your solution go to fruition. Do you want us to stay in orbit?
if we do not attempt to get off the planet, we run the risk of being tapped on it when the Zerg begin to mass. And I am sure they instructed you in how Zerg and to gravitate towards psionics.
I don't want to bother myself on what is agitating at Zerg Overlord. I'm trying to not think about that, and thank you for letting everyone know that I'm a psionic now, Mr. Abraham. Secrecy is really the
Wait, was that already established?
No.
Alright,
Absolute.
yeah, let me back up then.
I was
Okay.
suspicious, but I still don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
Okay, backing up. It's been.
It's been a
A
week.
week?
Yes, okay, so yeah, no, he doesn't say that.
Rewind time.
Yeah, Abraham will say. Instead of like the flat out psionic thing, Abraham will say, we can risk an escaping from the Zerg in orbit, or we can wait for them to find us here on planet. When they are looking for something, they tend to find it, and certain things are much more enticing to them than others.
Yeah, which, as I said, I'm trying to not think about whatever got Zerg Overlord panties in a bunch, so let's not think about it. And just get a ship and be whatever the fuck is not Marsara.
Kennedy is thinking really hard about it.
Like how?
Let's enjoy
Like what
burn
is?
the
Like
Kennedy.
how is Kennedy thinking really? Like is he just like sitting there like hands on his temple, like being like, what are we gonna do, or what is he?
It's more of a joke of how he can read thoughts.
Oh, right. Joby, what are you thinking about at this moment?
He's just thinking about damn, how am I supposed to get off this planet if our mechanic here can't even fix the plane? Maybe I should steal something from the KFC. I mean KFC, damn it!
Oh my god.
Damn, Colonel.
Memes are ascending.
We literally the kill Morgan fried chicken.
There's original colonies, right? Like that's like a good place for just scavenging, right?
There are plenty of scavenging places on Marsara, I'd say. If you're looking to try and scavenge a ship, I'm also want to back up maybe. As far as your options as ships go, I will say that fixing Joby's, while it would be difficult, it is definitely an option that I think we can make work. Additionally, just like I said, finding scavenging around Marsara is also an option because there is a lot of junk on Marsara. It's been colonized like 50. Yeah, it's opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna shoot out that idea then, and we'll be like, hey, why don't we just do some architecture, find some shit from the original colonies.
Architecture. You mean archaeology?
Archaeology.
Wouldn't you supposed to be the mechanic?
Hey, mechanics gotta be resourceful sometimes.
Well,
Just cause you got
you have been living in Marsara, I would assume so. Where do we scavenge these ships, Mr. Archaeologist?
well, we're not gonna find anything really good in in this. I'm just gonna say it, but don't tell Stacko. This is kind of a shithole.